Hello everyone, my name is Mike and this is Matrix to Paradise. This is a channel that I've created to document my journey from the Matrix, which is a truck driving job for me, to my personal paradise, which is going to be exploring overseas and particularly starting off with Southeast Asia. Anyway, here in the Matrix, I am stuck in Lincoln, Nebraska. I'm here at the Crete Terminal. I'll show you what the conditions look like outside. Here at the Crete Terminal in Lincoln, Nebraska. Now, it doesn't look like a lot of snowfall on the ground, which there's not a whole lot of accumulation on the ground. But it's about 15 degrees here. And there's the freeway up there, and there's a few trucks going through there. But further west down the road, where I'm going, I'm headed towards Cheyenne and eventually to Salt Lake. Interstate 80, the conditions are going to get a lot worse down Interstate 80. They are saying that we're supposed to get 6 to 12 inches of snow. So I'm not going to risk it. And not only that, the wind is crazy down Interstate 80, and I'm only carrying 7,000 pounds. So I'm nearly empty. I mean, it's not totally empty, of course, but it's nearly empty. And I don't like driving in the heavy wind, because they're saying up to 30, 40 mile an hour, 30 or 40 mile an hour gusts. And if you've ever driven a tractor trailer with an empty, you know that the wind hitting it at 30, 40 miles per hour is crazy. And with slick conditions and snow and all, I just don't want to white knuckle it from here to Cheyenne. It's just not worth it. And I don't even know if they get enough snow on the ground between here and Cheyenne, they'll shut the whole freeway down. Then you're stuck out in the middle of nowhere in some parking lot that they have set up over there, on the roadway there. And I just don't want to deal with it. I'm just going to wait for this snow to blow over. Probably have to wait here all day today, and take off tomorrow morning. Monday morning, because today is Sunday. But that's what it is. I'm stuck here in Lincoln, Nebraska. I have the load that I was going to take from where was I going to take it from? Hold on, I'll find out. I should have done the research before I even started the video. I'm sorry. But all right, where did I pick up at? You go through so many of these that you don't even remember where you pick them up. Oh yeah, Heath, Ohio. So I took out that delivery all the way out to Heath, Ohio, and I dropped that off and picked up another load from the same plant. I forgot to tell you guys this. So I ended up going to Heath, dropping off that load. And then, the last time I talked to you guys, I was in Booneville, Missouri. The next day I got up and I went to Greenville, Illinois, and fueled up, and then I went all the way into to Heath, Ohio. Got that load dropped off, and then and I was telling you guys that they hadn't sent me a new load yet, which was surprising, because usually they do. Usually they keep stacking them up on me, which is good. I'm happy as hell they do that. But they hadn't done that. I was kind of wondering about that. So I was figuring they were probably going to make me stay in Ohio and get the preventative maintenance done on my truck that's scheduled to happen. But that's not what happened. They gave me a load right away. As soon as I dropped off this load, or that one load, to Heath, Ohio, they had me pick up another load right from the same distribution center, right there. So I dropped the load, went over and picked up a full trailer, and took off from the same place. So now I'm carrying insulation again from Heath, Ohio, out to Salt Lake. So I left Ohio and got all the way to I can't remember the name of the town, but it's just inside Illinois, right across the border from Interstate 70. Well, not Interstate 70, Interstate 74. Just over the border of Indiana into Illinois. I stopped there at a Love's there, and slept overnight, and then took off yesterday and made it all the way here to Lincoln, Nebraska. Now, as I was driving up through the bottom part of the last part of this drive was up from Kansas City area up towards Lincoln and into Nebraska and all the way over to Lincoln. And it started snowing last night. So I was like, oh boy. And then I was listening to the weather report on the radio. And it was saying we're going to have a major winter storm coming through here. So figures that I get stuck here as soon as that happens. But anyway, so this morning I woke up and I talked to the fill-in asset manager. My regular asset manager is on vacation until the 7th, which is Monday, I believe. Monday or Tuesday. And she's back on Tuesday. So anyway, he was telling me that none of his trucks are running out of Nebraska right now. So I was like, if I was heavy, I would take off and go, because then I wouldn't have to worry about the wind blowing me around. But since I'm not going to risk that out there. And who knows what the road conditions are out there, and why risk it? There's no need to risk it. There's just no need. So, and I don't have any, ego to build up and impress people with. I don't care. I'm going to live until I get to go overseas. I'm not dying on, being a martyr on some cruise across Interstate 80 in the middle of the wintertime. It's not going to happen. So anyway, I'm stuck here right now. I'm going to wait for the weather to pass through and see what happens today. Hopefully it passes over quickly and maybe I can take off later on today. I don't believe that's going to happen, but I'm going to try see it. Hopefully I'll keep track of it on my weather radar and the weather reports on the radio and see what happens. But if we still have crazy winds and high snow accumulation and slick roads, just not going to do it. It's only like 15 degrees right now, so it's not looking good. Not looking good at all. So, like I said, I'm stuck here. Anyway, this is going to get to... I had a live unload scheduled for Monday at 7 o'clock in the morning. I don't think I'm going to be able to make that right now. Because today is Sunday. Hit a friggin'... What the heck was that? Anyway, hit the radio station on there. I don't think I'm going to make it on the 7th for Tuesday morning, because I was supposed to... It's still about 800 and some miles from here to Salt Lake. And that would take a better part of 2 days to get down there, and then have to be there early in the morning on the 7th to get unloaded. And I don't see that happening. I mean, not unless I can get out of here this afternoon sometime and make up some time, maybe get a couple 100 miles in underneath me, and then make up the rest tomorrow, and then get in there in the morning. I don't think it's going to happen, but we'll see what happens. I'm not going to push it. There's no reason to push it. The people that push it are the ones that end up in the ditch, like I showed you in some of my short videos, and I'm not doing that. So that's what it is. We're just I'm just hanging out here in beautiful Lincoln, Nebraska. I don't know how people live up here. No offense to anybody who does live up here, but this is like the coldest place, and it's not only cold. Like, I've lived in cold places before where it's even like, below zero and all that. But this is like this windswept cold. This is where there's no wind blockage whatsoever. So as soon as you step outside, that wind is blowing every molecule of energy off your body as far as heat is concerned. And you're sitting out here trying to do the most mundane thing, and you were freezing your butt off. I mean, you were absolutely freezing because the wind is just blowing right through you. So I don't know how they do it. Live here and suffer through this every single winter. I mean, it's cold here, very cold. And with that wind chill is probably, it's 15 degrees out, but the wind chill is probably 20 below. Still, excuse me. So I don't know how they do it. But anyway, somebody has to, I guess. Somebody has to live up here in the Plains states and grow the corn and all that. Who knows? That's just what it is. What it is. Somebody's making money here, or they wouldn't be here. That's just the way it is. You always got to follow the money. Anyhow, that's pretty much all I got to say today. I'm just, trucking along. I've got, a few more months of saving money. And I'm going to be heading out to my paradise and documenting it all for everybody who watches this channel. And we'll see what happens from there. It's going to be a fun time. I can't wait until I'm boarding the airplane. And before that, even, I'm going to show everybody what I'm doing as far as preparing to leave. Because I will take probably about a week off. And, I got to go visit some friends first. I got some friends in Vegas and I'm going to go visit. And then hang out with my aunties for a couple days probably. And probably fly out of Phoenix. And then fly over to Southeast Asia. And, go from there. And I will document the whole thing. I will... one sad part is going to be I'm going to have to sell my personal vehicle. And my aunt said she would let me leave it at her house, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I don't want to burden her with more junk at her house, I don't want to, not that she has a bunch of junk there or anything, but just, my junk, because who knows, I probably won't even be there back again. She was saying she was going to let me park it there just in case I had to come back. I'd have a vehicle to use. But I don't want to put that burden on her. I think I'm just going to sell it. And if I do have to come back, which I'm praying I don't, because I'm going to make sure that I'm frugal enough and take enough money with me, or, have enough money available to make it there until I get Social Security. I don't think I'm going to have to worry about it. I just... I'm going to sell it. It's going to be a sad day, though, because that truck, I've had that thing for 20 years. The same vehicle for 20 years. Since it was almost brand new. I bought it used, but it was bought by a company. I can't remember who the company was. The guy told me when I bought it. But he said it was a company that used to pick up people at the airport for the company. So it was driven by just, some chauffeur guy that came and picked up people from the airport. It was a Ford Explorer, brand new. And when I got it, it only had, I think, 5,000 miles on it. And it was already a year old. So they only used it to go back and forth to the airport. And I bought it when they got rid of it. They didn't need it anymore. So I bought it. And this guy's driving by me doing a little dance in his truck. Anyway, so it's going to be sad when I sell that thing off, because I've had that thing for 20 years. It's nothing sentimental. It's just that truck, that thing has driven me that was the only thing I really owned when I got divorced. Like, except for the clothes on my back, and a few trinkets here and there. When I moved back to Michigan to take care of my mother, after getting divorced and quitting the post office, that Ford Explorer wasn't even fully packed with all my stuff. I put all my stuff in there that I was going to keep, and there wasn't that much crap in there. So my whole life, up to that point was just in that truck, so it was kind of weird. But I'm going to liquidate it down to a lot less. Like 2 bags, 1 backpack and 1 carry-on bag that I can carry. I can actually carry, not some big, huge, monstrous suitcase. So That's what it's going to be. That's what's going to be the minimalist in me. It's going to fit everything I need to have in that one carry-on bag and the one backpack. And the backpack will be the one I carry around all over the place, because it's going to have, my camera in it and all that stuff. But yeah, just one carry-on bag and one backpack, and that'll be my entire life in my hands going on that airplane. That whatever I'm going to keep, everything else is garbage. Everything else can be tossed out. Nothing needs to be kept. When you really whittle it down and you get into minimalism, to be able to travel, you realize how little you actually really need to carry with you. It's just amazing. And I never really got that concept until I met a guy named Andy. He's one of my friends, and I trained him on in the truck. But he, getting to talk to somebody over a 3-week period, I got some great ideas from him. Stuff, a concept that I never even thought of, was the minimalist. I mean, the real minimalist. I mean, you could sit there and say, oh, yeah, I can get rid of this and that, blah, blah, blah. No, I mean, when you really need to minimalize, down to the nitty-gritty. This guy was like, he set me straight, big time. So I've got a lot of inspiration from him. But I know now what I need to do and how I need to accomplish that, and how far down I need to whittle it down. And it's just really, you're not really even sacrificing anything. It's just what you don't need to carry around with you. You don't need 2 toothbrushes. You don't need 2 things of toothpaste. You don't need to bring pictures and, trinkets and all. You don't need all that crap. What you need is to survive on. And if you want to get an apartment somewhere overseas and put some trinkets and stuff in there, that's fine. You can do that. But when you leave, you're going to have to leave it all there, because you can't haul it around the world. So that's the mindset I'm coming from. So anyhow, it's all going to be fun. I don't want to ramble on any longer. I'll let you guys get off this video if you're watching all the way through here. But thank you for watching. If you like the video, please hit the like button. Most of the people that watch my videos have not subscribed. Like 90% of them have not subscribed. Just hit the subscribe button. Even if you don't watch another video, hit the subscribe button. Makes it all great for me. It makes the channel get spread to more people. That's all. And that helps out. That really helps out everything. Anyway, thank you very much. Share it with anybody who might like these subjects, like traveling overseas, trucking, escaping the matrix, those kind of things. If you know anybody who likes that stuff, pass it on to them, and I'd be eternally grateful. Thank you very much. I will talk to you guys again in a couple days, and hopefully I'm in Salt Lake City by that time, and I will catch up again with you there. Take it easy, have a safe day, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.